greetings and happy winter solstice. So I feel called to share today the Oak King story, and I'll be drawing from Robert Graves' The White Goddess book. The Oak King emerges as a profound symbol of light's return and humanity's journey towards renewal. In this book, Graves delves into ancient myths and traditions to illuminate the Oak King as an archetype of growth, of vitality, and the cyclical rhythms of life. So today I will be exploring how this timeless figure embodies the return of light after the winter solstice and its impact on our bodies, in our spirits, and our connection to nature. But just before we go any further, I would like to remind you that only take what resonates, and if it doesn't connect with you at this time, that's perfectly fine. If it's meant for you, it will resonate when the time is right. Remember that these words are intentionally encoded to awaken deeper layers of understanding within you. Whether through reading or listening, we step into an energetic exchange. Words become bridges, connecting us in a flow of intention and awareness. And by taking in these words, we're already entwining our energies. We're co-creating and drawing on each other's vibrations to not only inspire but to manifest and align with what we seek to bring forth. So feel the resonance, knowing that every thought, every whisper of connection enriches our shared intention, giving birth to a new reality as we each play our part. And so I'll bring your attention to the myth of the Oak King. At the heart of the Oak King story is duality with a holy king. These two figures symbolize the waxing and the waning halves of the year, reflecting the balance between the light and the darkness. The Oak King's rise begin at the winter solstice, at the darkest and longest night, when the sun's light is reborn and begins to strengthen. This is not just a tale of opposition, but is a harmonious dance of nature's cycles. The Oak King's ascent, which means rising or going upwards, signifies the gradual return of warmth and light, while the Holy King's retreat mirrors the necessary rest and reflection that darkness provides, and which is so profound. This duality reminds us that both light and shadow are essential for our growth and for our transformation. The symbolism of the Oak King extends beyond the changing seasons. His myth resonates deeply with the human experience, where periods of challenge and introspection lead to renewal and progress. Just as the sun begins its journey back toward fullness, so too can we emerge from moments of darkness with renewed purpose and vitality. The winter solstice is a pivotal moment in the Oak King's journey, marking the turning point when the sun begins to reclaim its strength. For ancient cultures, this time of the year was both sacred and symbolic, a moment to honor the rebirth of light and prepare for the coming growth. The Oak King's rebirth at the solstice is a powerful metaphor for renewal. Physically, it signifies the return of the sun's energy, essential for life and sustenance. And spiritually, it represents hope, the promise of a new beginning, and the opportunity to align ourselves with nature's rhythms. In ancient traditions, the solstice was celebrated with rituals that honored the Oak King's energy. evergreen boughs and fires and feasting all symbolized life's enduring spirit and the warmth that would soon be returned. These practices remind us to embrace the cycles of light and darkness in our lives, finding meaning in every phase of the journey. The oak tree, central to the Oak King's myth, is a very powerful symbol of strength, of longevity, and connection to the divine. Across many cultures, the oak was revered as a sacred tree embodying stability and growth. Its deep roots and expansive branches mirror the human journey of grounding ourselves in the present while aspiring towards higher realms of understanding. As the personification of the Oak King reflects these qualities. He represents endurance through the dark times and steady growth as the light returns. The oak's strength is a reminder that growth takes time and resilience, and that we must nurture our own roots to sustain the process of renewal. The Oak King's rise after the solstice carries a deeper resonance when we consider the relationship between light and the human body. The return of sunlight not only sustains the natural world, but also has a profound effect on our physiology and our well-being. Sunlight is essential for regulating the body's internal rhythms, including the production of serotonin and melatonin, which has an influence on our mood and our sleep, and it's very much connected with the endocrine system. For those that attended the endocrine system, you'd be familiar with this. And during the darker months, reduced sunlight can lead to feelings of lethargy and introspection, much like the dormancy we see in nature all around us at this time of the year. As the days grow longer, the increased exposure to light energizes our systems, uplifting our mood and renewing our vitality. The Oak King, as a symbol of light's return, mirrors this process. Just as the sun nourishes the earth and reawakens life, its gradual return can inspire a similar awakening within us. Physically, sunlight helps us to regulate the vital processes, while symbolically it invites us to rise above stagnation and embrace growth. The Oak King's journey from rebirth at the solstice to his full strength at midsummer offer us valuable lessons for personal growth. His rise is not immediate but gradual, emphasizing the importance of patience and perseverance. Like the Oak King, we are called to honor the cycles of our own lives, recognizing that growth requires both rest and renewal. The solstice, as the starting point of the Oak King ascent, is a time for reflection and intention setting. It invites us to pause, to embrace the stillness and plant the seeds of what we wish to cultivate in the coming months. Just as the Oak King draws strength from the returning light, we too can find inspiration in the promise of brighter days ahead. By aligning ourselves with the Oak King's energy, we can tap into the natural rhythms of light and darkness, using them as guides for our own transformation. The solstice becomes not just a seasonal event, but a spiritual milestone, marking the beginning of a new phase in our personal journey. And so I hope you enjoy that. And I would like to wish you a happy winter solstice, and I will be doing a little meditation for the solstice, so don't forget to tune in to that. Blessings of light and wisdom to all of you listening, and so it is.